Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. Today I will be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 46 main events and another main card fight. So all main card fights, 3 of them. I've covered every fight on the card up to this point. Be sure to check out those videos. The one fight that was for a hot minute was Michel Pereira and Andre Fiallo. That got rescheduled for a different event because of COVID. And TJ Brown was supposed to fight Mowgli Benitez. Benitez withdrew, so now he is fighting, who is it? Charles Boston Strong, Charles Rosa, which I didn't cover that fight either, but between me and you, I'm still sticking with TJ Brown. I like his wrestling, and Charles Rosa, he let me down lately, and so, you know, tricked me once, shame on me, tricked me twice, or you know how that, whatever, tricked me, I don't know. Anyway, he left a salty taste in my mouth because of his last victory. I put money on him, I lost. Charles Rosa. So anyway, we're gonna get on with this. We've got some real good fights here. First, I'm gonna start out with the featherweight fight between Joanderson Brito, making his UFC debut, Tubarão. He is the favorite, minus 133. He has a professional record of 12-2-1. And he's taking on Bill Senor Perfecto Algeo. Bill Algeo, 14-6. Go do your homework. He is Bill Algeo, despite being the UFC, like more experienced in the UFC, he is the underdog here, plus 113. Taking on Joanna Simbrito. You know why Joanna Simbrito? Because he's on a 10-fight win streak, this guy, Joanna Brito. He's coming off, most recently, it's a Contender Series win against Diego Lopez, which he won in unanimous decision, okay? He trains out of Chookagian, Beirut. That is in Brazil, Chookagian. He is a Mapa champion. That's the regional scene over in Brazil. It's he's not a champion. His last loss, his last loss was in Amapa Regional, and that was in 2015. So, like I said, he's on a 10-fight win streak, hasn't lost in quite a bit. But you got to think, guys, the quality opponents. This is his UFC debut, unless you want to count Contender Series, which I don't, because that's pretty much a hyped up regional scene. Pretty much the Contender Series is like all those guys. They're not UFC caliber yet. But anyway, he's taking on Bill Algeo. Algeo's coming off a loss to Ricardo Ramos. Not a bad loss. He lost by unanimous decision. Ricardo Ramos is a pretty decent fighter. Before that, he got Spike Carlyle, took care of him. Now Spike Carlyle's kicking butt over in Bellator. I won money on him I want to say in November, I think there was a Bellator event with Spike Carlyle, or maybe it was October, I don't know, but I remember I won an event with Spike Carlyle, and I want to say I parlayed him with like Kai Kamaka and another UFC guy that had to go over to Bellator because Spike Carlyle out of the UFC. Thanks to Bill Algeo, took care of him. Bill Algeo is 2-3 in his last 5. His UFC debut was against Ricardo Ramos. I know Ramos and Lamos, and he lost that. But the Bill Algeo's still not bad. He's got a 4-inch height advantage and a 1.5-inch reach advantage. He trains out of his own facility, which is kind of suspect. I don't know. It's called Algeo MMA and Kickboxing. It is in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, which is like a outskirt of Philadelphia. I want to say it's like a suburb of Philly, like a. I know the King of Prussia Mall I remember from when I lived there. But anyway, Bill Algeo is a BJJ black belt. I'm not sure where he earned that. some interesting things I found out about Bill Algeo through some cappers. He went to Penn State University and he was on the Penn State boxing team. I didn't even know Penn State had a boxing team. I didn't know that was a competitive collegiate thing. And at the same time, like he had a program where he was the instructor for the Penn State Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think it was like kind of like an intramural, like a extracurricular, like, I don't know if you get course credits or something, but anyway, Bill Algeo was the instructor for the Penn State Jiu-Jitsu program, but it's not like they don't have like a team or facility. It's just like students that want to, you know, roll and train jiu-jitsu. Maybe you get like an extracurricular course credit or something. I have no idea, but I heard that when he was at Penn State as a student, he was on the boxing team and the instructor for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu team. So that's Bill Algeo for you. I kind of like the guy. And Brito here is the younger guy. He's 26 years old. Bill Algeo is 32. Yeah, Brito, he's 26, but look at the guy's Tapology picture. He looks like he's 46, don't he? He's got some wear and tear in that face. I don't know if that's a, I don't know. That's a mad sus age. I don't know. And I heard from a lot of different people, the Brazilians, they lie about their age. The Brazilian fighters, I heard a lot of them like chop a couple years off the age. So I wouldn't doubt it that Brito's probably might be over 30, but I can't, you know, I'm just going by what rumor has it. And if you look at his Tapology picture, I mean, Christ, the guy does look. But there's a lot of fighters like that, like RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez. He's a Brazilian too, and I guess he's supposed to be barely 30 or something, but he looks like he's 50. It's just weird how some of these Brazilian fighters look a lot older than their age says. Just saying, don't know. Bill Algeo, if you look side by side on Tapology, looks like the younger dude, but actually, according to Tapology, he's 7 years his senior. Senior perfecto. So anyway, let's get in and see what the cappers have to say about this featherweight showdown between Tubarão and Senior Perfecto. So we're going to start with the favorite, the UFC debutante, coming out of the Contender Series win. 10 straight victories in a row, but the thing is, there weren't cans. His opponents, they might not be UFC caliber, they might be not UFC fighters, but they're not cans. If you look at the record, I think the last opponent there, Diego Lopez, he was like 16-3 or something in some regional scene. But anyway, hold on, I gotta get past this. Gotta keep that trapeze going, you know, that's kind of like a trademark of mine now. But yeah, check him out on Tapology. A lot of suspect things, but he is the favorite here, -133. Very interesting. Taking him, we've got MMA Guru, the one with the knit cap out of the UK. Very funny guy, comedian type guy. He's saying Brito should get the decision here. Then taking Bill Algeo. I'm going to have to switch markers. I can tell this one's already starting to fade a little bit. Black markers fade quick for some reason. Taking Bill Algeo, we've got it's your boy, eBay's the same Bill Algeo by decision. I gotta my daughter's gotta do her homework and I'm supposed to be in charge of that. And she's, Nora, do your spelling.
Do it.
Now.
Do it.
But anyways, like I was saying, we got the Guru taking Brito, then it's your boy eBay's fight predictions taking Bill Algeo by decision. Jump back over here, we got what's going on, lead MMA. It's your boy. You missed that. Go do your spelling. Go. Lead MMA is taking Joanderson, Brito. Then jump back over here. We have both the guys on Pub Sports Radio, Clint Die Hard Pat podcast. That's Clint McLean, and his guest this week was MMA Fawkes, Fawkes. The link for this Clint's Die Hard MMA podcast will be in the description. But both Clint and Fawkes are on the side of Bill Algeo here because of his UFC. You got to look at the schedule of fighters he's fought and beat better caliber fighters. Mike Carlisle's not a chump by any means. I was looking, he's winning over there in Bellator. So you got to consider that. Okay. Then jumping over, taking the favorite, we have MMA Lock of the Night, Manpreet. And he thinks Brito should be able to get the decision victory there. And I do have one more guy. I ended up picking six cappers for this show because it is the main, and you know, it's been 4 weeks, so I've been watching a lot of videos. But anyway, to wrap it all up, we've got MMA Jedi, aka Justin Jr., aka MMA Genie, aka Pain Fight Predictions, but now he's going by MMA Jedi, and Jedi is taking Joanderson, Brito to get the job done by submission. MMA Jedi, good on ya. I like the method, and but you know what? Bill Algeo is a black belt, and like I said, he did like back in his college years as a Nittany Lion, he was over at Penn State training those extracurricular guys on how to do jiu-jitsu. So you just don't see it though. You don't see Bill Algeo using that jiu-jitsu. He likes to stand and bang, he likes to strike. So I don't know how that's going to play out against this Joanderson Brito on his 10-fight win streak, but you know, I'm going to go with the veteran experience and the plus money, and I'm going to take Bill Algeo, and I think he's going to get it done. I think he's going to get the decision victory. His stand-ups, like I said, he was part of the boxing program at Penn State and training jiu-jitsu, and I like Bill Algeo's his cardio. The thing is, man, sometimes I see him fighting off his back foot and backing up. I don't like that. And Brito is aggressive. You got to be aggressive to be 10-0. Like, you know, he comes at you strong. I'm assuming. But yeah, I haven't watched many fights with Joanna Simbrito. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't have time to watch old tape, but I have seen a lot of fights with Bill Algeo, however you want to say it. But yeah, I'm taking Bill Algeo to get the upset here, plus money. I think he's going to win a decision victory. Moving on. Next, we've got the female flyweight fight between Katlyn Chookagian. Get over and do your homework. I'm not going to tell you again. Next time, I'm just going to tell Mom. Do it. We got Katlyn, the blonde fighter, Chookagian. Tapology said she's out of Jersey City, but I guess she's, from what I heard from MMA Fight Club, from Manny over there, she's actually out of Pennsylvania. He told me the town, but I forgot what it's called. Tapology has her fighting out of All-Star BJJ in Kenilworth, New Jersey. I'm not sure. What's the town? Manny from MMA Fight Club lives like 30 minutes away from where she trains at, and it's a town that starts with a CH. It's right tip of my tongue. I just can't think of it. Excuse me right now. But Katlyn Chookagian, you know, veteran girl. She's a decisionator. She doesn't finish people. I don't think she's ever finished anybody. Maybe once in the regional scene, but she's active. She's a BJJ brown belt, and her Tapology shows she is active in grappling tournaments. And she's coming off a win against Vivian Orojo, which is a pretty good win, I would say. Before that, she beat Cynthia Calveo. by unanimous decision. Like I said, she's a decisionator. All her victories are by decision. Before that, though, she did get knocked out in. She got a hook to the body round 1. She fell to Jessica Andrade, but Jessica Andrade, I call her the most handsomest female fighter. She can knock out guys. She's tough woman. That ended up. She ended up finishing Katlyn Chookagian 4 minutes and 55 seconds in round 1. So if she could have just held out a few more seconds more, she could have made it. But nonetheless, she didn't. And Katlyn Chookagian likes to throw the hi-yas when she's fighting, and the judges like that. I think that's. Can I get a hi-ya? Hi-ya. Can I get a hi-ya? But anyway, she does like to make the noises when she's striking, and that comes into play if you're a judge, because even if she doesn't land them, the judges don't know because she's making them sound like they land. Hi-ya, hi-ya, hi-ya. But anyway, Katlyn Chookagian also has a 5-inch height advantage, 4-inch reach advantage. That should come into play when it comes tail of the tape. She's the bigger fighter here. She's already beat Jennifer Maia once. This is a rematch that nobody really wanted, but I'm excited for it. She's 3-2 in her last 5, and she is the -180 favorite here, taking on a prime Jennifer Maia. And if you want to do like competitive MMA math, Katlyn Chookagian got round 1 crucifix ground and pound by Valentina Shevchenko a few fights back. I think it was like four or five. It was before the loss to Jessica Andrade. So I want to say it was like 4 or 5 fights back. And round 1, Valentina just made quick work of it. Put her in the crucifix. She couldn't do nothing. She was lame duck, getting punched, ground and pound in the head as she was crucifixed. Jennifer Maia, on the other hand, she fought Valentina Shevchenko and went to unanimous decision and arguably won one of those rounds, one of the 3 rounds. That's what I did watch that fight. Of course, I didn't pick her, but I was thinking about it. I might even put a little hedge, like half a unit bet on her, just because she was like a probably plus 800. But anyway, Jennifer Maia did lose, but she made the full distance with Valentina the GOAT, Shevchenko. So, and most recently, Jennifer Maia is coming off a win against Jessica I. She won by unanimous decision. Before the loss to Valentina, she has a win against Joanne Calderwood, now Joanne Wood, where she armbarred her in round 1. So you know she's got good jiu-jitsu. I think she's actually a black belt. She does fight out of Shoot Box Monstro in Brazil. So those Brazilians, you know, they don't call it Brazilian jiu-jitsu for nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? So you got to assume Jennifer Maia has a black belt. And prior to the Joanne Calderwood is when she had that loss to my girl, blonde fighter Katlyn Chookagian by unanimous decision. However, before that, she has a win against my favorite jiu-jitsu girl. Not my favorite, but one of my favorite, Roxanne Modafferi. So you got to think jiu-jitsu game. Jennifer Maia has the advantage. If it goes to the ground, she does have the jiu-jitsu. But like I said, Tapology's showing Chookagian has been rumbling, has been grappling and rolling around, doing grappling tournaments, winning some, losing some. But the thing is, she's doing it, and she's getting better with it. And she's already a brown belt. Brown belts compete with black belts all the time. They're like pretty much the same class, except the black belt is, you know, a little bit more. It's a higher belt level. But like when I used to train jiu-jitsu, they would group the purple can float between white and blues or brown and blacks. They always kept the brown and blacks because they're a totally another level compared to white and blues. White is where you start out, blue is novice, you know, and then purple, brown, black. That's how the degrees go for belts, for adults anyway. But anyway, they're both the same exact age. They're both 33. But I heard, this is a rumor also, Katlyn Chookagian back last year was thinking about like moving on with her life outside of fighting. I think it was when she was coming off that loss to Jessica Andrade. She took that loss, and I heard there was rumors about her thinking about, marrying up and having a kid. But I don't know if she did that or not. But I heard she wanted to become like a Jersey mom. Like there's thoughts and rumors of that going by, that she was thinking about hanging up the MMA gloves and doing outside of MMA type of life. But then she turned around and had back-to-back wins, Cynthia Calvillo and Vivian Araujo. So you got to think she's not back in contention. Like when it comes to flyweight, after of course Valentina is the top, but Chookagian and Maia, I mean, there's a couple other contenders up there, but that's why this is the matchup they wanted to re-see. They wanted to see again, and it could go either way because, like I said, MMA math, Maia went to unanimous decision and beat Valentina one round, debatably. Chookagian, crucifix, ground and pound, round one against Valentina. So take that for what it is. Let's see what the cappers have to say in this one. We're going to start with the favorite, minus 180. It did move a little bit. I had it written down originally at minus 170. Jennifer Maia was plus 140. So the lines did move, probably because money's been coming in on Chookagian. So now she's at minus 180. Maia's a little bit more attractive at plus 155. The bookies, everybody's thinking it's going to go to decision. Over 2.5 is minus 350. If you think one of these girls can finish before the 2.5, it's a nice payout at plus 275. Might be worth a gamble, like a scratch-off ticket hedge bet. But let's see what these cappers are saying. First, we've got MMA Jedi. Can I get a hiya?
No, you cannot get a hiya. Can I get a hiya? No, you cannot.
Of course, Jedi saying decision. Everybody's going to be saying decision. I don't even know why I write it down. Then we've got Lead also taking Chookagian. A little bit more of the same, he said, of the first time around. He doesn't see anything happening different. He thinks of the same fighters that fought each other the first time. MMA Guru, also by decision, probably for the same reasons. But you got to remember, Maia had that good fight against Shevchenko. She was a big underdog, and it made it to decision. Then we've got it's your boy eBay's fight predictions, also decision for the decisionator. Then we've got Manpreet, lock of the night. Also, decision. Do I even have to keep saying decision? The full score, everybody's gonna. And finally, Pub Sports Radio, both Clint and Fox are both taking Chookagian. She's very, like I said, the vocal hits. That's why the judges like seeing that or hearing that. She puts a little sound behind her punches and strikes. She can kick. She's well-rounded. Like I said, Maia, but the thing is, Maia, surprisingly enough, her base is boxing. When she started out her MMA career, she started out as a boxer at a young age. I think I learned that from MMA Fight Club also, or it could have been somebody else, I'm not sure. But Maia's base is boxing, and then she learned, jiu-jitsu, like Brazilian shoot box jiu-jitsu, or shoot box monstro. That's in Brazil they train, I think they teach you jiu-jitsu when you're like 12. It's like almost mandatory. But anyway, this is a full capper consensus.
Consensus is what?
Tell the camera what it is.
When somebody picks
Not
one,
somebody, when everybody.
when everybody picks one side of the light bulb.
Right? Throw some lucky pearls. That's right, Nora, thank you. A full capper consensus is when everybody's picking the same side, and everybody here is taking Katlyn Chookagian, and most everybody is taking her by decision. Like I said, She does not finish people. I don't think she's ever finished anybody. Maybe once in a regional scene fight. But yeah, I'm also gonna have to side with the cappers. I can't go against the full capper consensus in this spot. But I mean, Maia she could win. I mean, like, she had a good performance, a better performance against Valentina. I gotta repeat that. That does stick in my mind. But Chookagian's got the height, the reach, the hiya, and the capper consensus. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the favorite, rightfully so. And she won first time they fought. She won too. So, and like I said, she's coming off back-to-back wins too. So yeah, I'm gonna go Katlyn Chookagian. You know, kind of a solid bet for me too, and that just backs up what, you know, all these cappers are backing up what my feelings are too. Finally, we've got the main event between Kattar, the Boston finisher, and Giga Chikadze Ninja. Giga Chikadze, Giga. Kattar is I think that he might be one of the biggest underdogs on the card. He's plus 195. He's got a record of 22-5, and he's taking on Giga. I don't know if it's Giga. I don't know if it's a hard G, soft G, whatever. Giga, I've heard, but I've also heard other people call him Giga. I think Giga is the right way. Bruce Buffer, Giga Chikadze. Giga Chikadze is a Georgian out of the province of Georgia, over in over by Russia, that area of the world. Not Georgia, the state, like where Atlanta, Smyrna, not peaches and Georgia peaches. I get my peaches down in Georgia. None of that. It's Georgia from over Europe. But Giga Chikadze 14-2, big favorite, minus 230. That might be the biggest favorite on the card. I'm not 100% with that, but he's a very heavy favorite here. Let's talk about the favorite. They're both 33 years old, just like these two. Same age, 33. Giga Chikadze does have a 1-inch height and 2-inch reach advantage. Very slight advantage there. Nothing to speak of really. He's coming off. He's on a 9-fight win streak. Giga Chikadze Ninja is on a 9-fight win streak, and against good fighters too. Most recently, he took care of Edson Barboza. I think he was an underdog going into that. I know I picked Edson Barboza. He knocked him out TKO round 3 against Edson Barboza. Before that, he body kick to ground and pound round 1 over Cub Swanson, who is making a comeback. Like, Cub Swanson's coming off a nice win. I think right before the break he was on that last card. So Giga has been fighting very well, taking a lot of upsetting a lot of people's. Like, I've heard many a capper saying he's been taking a lot of money from me because I always keep going against him, and he ends up winning. So you can't take anything away from Giga Chikadze. He's fighting out of King's MMA in Huntington Beach, California, with the likes of other people out of King's MMA are like Benil Dariush, Rafael Dos Santos. I think Marvin Vittori's listed on there. Fabricio Verdum. Those guys, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're all actively out of King's MMA, but on Tapology, they are listed as fighters fighting out of King's MMA. Now, he's taking on Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar, Boston finisher. He's coming off that loss where he took so much damage against Max Holloway. He lost. However, I will give him this. He did not quit. He did not go down. He absorbed 445 significant punches. Yeah, Max Holloway broke a record that fight. And Max Holloway was just like, he's talking to Dana, talking to the crowd as he's landed significant strikes against Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar was just, but it's not like, it was just like, they're significant strikes, but they're not very significant. Like, they're not knockout power strikes. That's the thing. So he was like tapping them, but they were counting, and 445. But at the end of the fight, Calvin Kattar still smiling. So he didn't. People are saying he took all that damage. Yeah, 445 punches, but they were not like, not a lot of hot, like, heat, not a lot of power behind those punches. Yeah, he did take some damage, of course. It's hundreds of punches to the face. But he ended up watch the end of the fight. He's still smiling. He didn't go down. It could have been stopped, I think, in the 4th round. It should have been stopped, but it didn't get stopped, and he lasted the entire, losing a unanimous decision. Before that, he's got a couple good wins, though. He beat Dan Ige, unanimous decision, and he beat Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens, elbows to ground and pound, round 2, which is a very good fight, very good look for Calvin Kattar. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He fights out of 617 Fight Sports in Somerville, Massachusetts. That's where I was yesterday, not in Somerville, but I was in Massachusetts yesterday. I had to go look at a job, and I think Marlborough, Mass. That was fun. But anyway, Calvin Kattar, 617 Sports or Fight Sports. There's nobody. I don't even know I don't think there's any professional fighters out of that, according to Tapology. But Calvin Kattar, he's a live bet here, man. Don't get it twisted. I know he's the nice underdog, and that's what's appealing to me. Plus 195 for a guy that beat Dan Ige and Jeremy Stevens before he took that loss to Max Holloway. Max Holloway's a phenom. Max Holloway, you know what I'm saying? Giga, I'm sorry, I keep saying soft G, but Giga has those great body kicks. He can tear a man down with body kicks. And Calvin Kattar does have a long torso. Like, he's got a big target area for body kicks. So it's kind of like, and Giga has kickboxing fights from when he was like 14 years old. He's a very avid kickboxer, has a ton of kickboxing experience. I can understand why he's the favorite. I think it's a little wide myself. I think it should be more like maybe a -160 over on this side. But like I said, 9-fight win streak for Giga. Let's see what the cappers have to say about this, rather than me just keep rambling stats and stuff. We've got taking the favorite, the Ninja. We've got MMA Guru. He is saying by decision for Giga. Then it's not going to be a full capper consensus, guys. We do have people taking the underdog. We've got it's your boy eBay's. eBay's is taking Calvin Kattar TKO. Love it. 2nd round. Love it. Love it. And you know what? That's what I'm saying. He's worth it. He's worth a hedge bet there. Because Calvin Kattar can get it done. He took care of Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens 2nd round. That was what was it? I said elbow to ground and pound. Yeah, elbows to ground and pound, round 2. Giga, he's got 2 losses. I know it's been a while, but they were not even, they were regional scene losses. So you gotta, I mean, he's not like unstoppable. He can be beat. Then we've got Bleed. What's going on? Bleed is taking Giga. But he said the same thing. He said Qatar, it's gonna be a competitive fight no matter how you look at it. It's gonna be a very good fight. We have MMA Jedi. And you know what? Jedi is also taking Qatar TKO. And he's like, I'm probably alone on this. You're not, bro. You are not alone on that. eBay's got you, and so does another capper. But Lock of the Night is taking Giga, and he thinks he's going to get it done by decision. It's a valid point. He does have those strong body kicks, and I think Calvin Kattar is susceptible tooth body kicks because he's got like that, you know, he's got that long target torso. He's got the long area right there. It's not like he's a compact, you know, he does have a target area that is open for body kicks. And I don't see him defending a lot of them. Calvin Kattar does like, he absorbs punches and kicks. He's like, ask Max Holloway, 445 absorbed. So yeah, Calvin Kattar, he will take some hits. But the guy is durable as all hell, but I just don't know. Giga has way more power than Max Holloway does. There's power behind those punches. So then taking Calvin Kattar, we have MMA Fox. That was Clint's guest on the Clint Die Hard podcast. MMA Fox, check his Twitter out. The description to the Pub Sports Radio MMA Clint's Die Hard MMA podcast is in the description. When you go to there, you can find MMA Fox's Twitter. Follow him on Twitter. And of course, if he's taking that means Clint is on the side with Giga. However, Clint did say take or bet the dog. He's like, I'm picking Giga, but I think I might put money on the dog here because he's looking at value. He's a bettor. He bets. He's delinquent, degenerate better gambler, just like I am. So Clint, his pick is Chikadze, but at plus 195, it's worth the value bet. So might make it exciting and throw a little bit on the underdog there if you want to. I'm in the same boat as Clint. I think Giga's gonna win because of the body kicks, and like I said, Calvin Kattar doesn't mind absorbing hits, but Giga's a lot more powerful than Max Holloway. So I'm gonna take Giga to get it done, and I think it's gonna happen decision though. But then again, Calvin Kattar is worth the $. That's hedge bet. I will throw like half a unit. You know, I'm not laying money on Giga, but that's my Tapology pick is Giga. Hedge bet Kattar for half a unit. So you know, you put $10 on him, you'll win double your money almost. You'll win $19.50 back. So there you have it. So to recap, time check. Thank you. What time is it? Did I go over? I am over by 8 minutes right now. But to recap, I've got the upset built Algeo taking on the unproven Joanderson Brito. Like I said, Algeo has a better strength of schedule. Is taking out fighters that I think are better than anybody Brito's been taken out. And Brito might be on a 10-fight win streak, but he hasn't gone against anybody of good caliber. Like, he hasn't even gone anybody. I think Spike Carlisle will probably beat everybody that Brito's beat. So I'm saying he's unproven. That's why I'm taking Algeo plus money. Then I'm going to take the favorite here in Chookagian for, can I get a hiya? Hiya! She'll, of course, win by decision. She's a decisionator. That's how she always wins. So she'll win by a hiya. And then finally, I've got Giga winning, but Calvin Kattar crashed in a car called Calvin Kattar. There's like a local, I think it's a lawyer or insurance salesman or somebody. I think it's a lawyer. And because I hear like this radio jingle, and his last name is Kattar. It's not Calvin, but it's something like crashed in your car? Call Calvin Kattar. But it's not Kattar. It's somebody, I can't remember the first name, but what's that? No, Kattar is the guy's last name. He's a lawyer. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to take Giga to win. Kattar is my hedge bet, though, at plus 195. If I don't do it, I'm going to kick myself in the butt if he ends up taking the victory there. So, and if I lose, it's like a scratch off, you know. It's like a McDonald's value meal. And they'll save me from swallowing a couple cheeseburgers. But anyway, there you have it. Gather the info. Place the bets. About time. That only took you half hour. Place the bets and cash those tickets. Cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Tune in on Friday for the live stream that I'm gonna do with Dave. Maybe there'll be an MB will drop by. Not sure. But me and BC Dave, we're gonna do a live stream Friday after the weigh-ins. After the face-off, see how these guys look on the scales, and see if we're gonna see any changes in my bets. I do, you know, we go over every fight on the card, and I mention any changes. There might be some changes that I think there's a couple changes I've made since I've put out the early capital comparison videos. So come Friday, tune in for that. I'll be active with the chat. All you guys can speak your mind and everything, just no trolling, thank you. And good luck on these bets. And then don't forget Saturday, Dev the Dude, I will be on his channel doing a watch along with Dev the Dude and Cell, and I think Dave will be there. At first he said he has crap to do during the prelims because he's British Columbia time, so that's 3 hours earlier than me. But now he says he might be able to do the whole show. Anyway, I will be on with Dev the Dude. It's DEVTHEDOOD1, Dev the Dude 1. Tune in for the watch along on Saturday. Tune in for the live stream Friday after the face-offs live stream. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I'll see you next time. Peace.